If you've ever dreamed of seeing the northern lights in Yukon, hiking the Rockies, or strolling through Old Town Quebec, here's a twist you might not expect. Fewer and fewer people are doing just that. That's right, Canada, one of the top travel destinations in the world, is currently facing a noticeable decline in tourist arrivals. And it's not just a blip. According to the latest data from May 2025, international arrivals dropped by 6% compared to the same time last year. Even more surprising, it's not just Americans staying away. This trend is happening across multiple countries. So what's behind this decline in tourism to Canada? Is it global travel fatigue, economic hurdles, or something else entirely? Stick with us because we're breaking down the latest stats, what's causing the shift, and how Canada is working to bounce back. One of the most impactful changes has come from right next door, the United States. Statistics Canada reported a 5.6% drop in U.S. tourist arrivals in May 2025 compared to the same period in 2024. Car travel saw the biggest dip at 7%, while air travel from the U.S. was down by about 1.7%. These aren't small numbers, considering Americans make up the bulk of Canada's international visitors. Experts point to several reasons. A strong Canadian dollar that makes everything from hotels to meals pricier for Americans, tighter travel budgets due to inflation, and ongoing fluctuations in fuel prices that make road trips less appealing. Add in new or more rigid border policies, and you've got a recipe for reduced cross-border travel. For destinations like Vancouver, Niagara Falls, and Banff that rely heavily on U.S. tourists, the impact is already being felt. But it's not just Americans staying home. Overseas travelers are also dropping off. Visitors from countries like the UK, France, and China are pulling back, driven by soaring airfare costs, shifting travel rules, and post-pandemic habits that now favor destinations closer to home. Compared to pre-2020 levels, many global travelers are opting for shorter, cheaper trips rather than long-haul vacations like those to Canada. International flights have become significantly more expensive, and even when tourists do decide to travel, many are choosing lower-cost destinations that offer easier access. The ripple effect? Canada is feeling the pinch. While its national parks, historic cities, and cultural attractions remain world-class, global uncertainties and price tags are clearly changing the way people plan their vacations. Digging deeper, the reasons for this drop are complex and interconnected. Economic slowdowns, rising inflation, and fears of a looming global recession are making travelers more cautious with their spending. Long-distance travel, which usually requires higher budgets, is among the first to be cut. Then there's the exchange rate. The Canadian dollar's strength against other currencies means international travelers are getting less value for their money. Add in the high cost of flights, hotels, and transportation, and suddenly, a trip to Canada becomes a luxury fewer people are willing to afford. Beyond finances, geopolitical tensions and climate-related issues like extreme weather or wildfires are also influencing decisions. Travel today isn't just about where people want to go, it's also about where they feel safe going and where their money stretches further. So how is Canada responding? Tourism officials and the federal government are already working to reverse the slide. Destination Canada is ramping up marketing efforts in key markets, emphasizing the country's safety, sustainability, and natural beauty. New campaigns are highlighting eco-friendly travel and lesser-known destinations in hopes of attracting a broader range of tourists. There's also talk of improving flight connectivity and relaxing travel regulations to make visiting easier and more affordable. Still, it's clear Canada will need to adapt to shifting travel habits and economic realities. That means investing in digital promotion, offering more competitive travel packages, and listening closely to what modern tourists want. While the current dip is concerning, it also opens the door to rethink strategies and rebuild stronger. Canada isn't out of the game. It's just at a critical moment of reinvention.